Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depend on your time and where you're going to be watching this true life story from. This is another very pathetic DNA saga, and this also involve family, very close family members. So please have an open mind and leave your comments. Leave this man, Mr. Joseph, is asking for advice. You don't know which of your advices is going to take. Please, no insult. Just leave your sincere advice, opinion on after I finish telling the story. The story is it's true. It's not fiction. This is what happened to a young man that left that Japa from Nigeria a few years back. At the time he left, he had a relationship. He had a wife and three children. So I'm going to read the story, and you can pause the video and read it as well. At this DNA thing in Nigeria, I think the government should make it mandatory. This will help. It will save the children, save the men, and save the women too. From mental health. This is pandemic or mental health that is brewing. They might not be seeing it right now, but it's brewing. It's brewing and it's coming. Because these children that these men, some of these men, they abandon the children with the women. And the most of the time these women are not able to take care of these children themselves. Anyway, let me read this story, this particular one that brought me here before. I'm going to make a video. I've done several videos on DNA, and there's one that involved allegedly Pastor Toby, a well-known millionaire in pounds or so, in England, in London. So there's another one that involves him allegedly with a footballer. So I'm going to make that video because I'm still trying to study that very well. But this one is a true life story, just like Pastor Toby's own is a true life story that is plain life in our lifetime. This particular one, his name is Joseph. He said, "My name is Joseph. I have traveled to UK for over 5 years now. I left my wife in Nigeria because I traveled to the UK via visiting visa. I can walk over here, but I can't travel to back to Nigeria without getting my papers ready here." I'm reading his story the way he wrote it. He said, "I have been working so hard here, sending money to my senior brother to help me build my house and take care of my wife and our parents. That is a mistake that most people in the diaspora make. Number one, they work and they don't live well where they live. They'll be sending money home to their relatives to build. You can send money home to assist and help your relatives, but sending money home to your relative to build a house for you, ha, we've had so many stories where these people will either not build the house or they will build the house for themselves. And when their brother or sister comes back home, they will end up buying that person. So these people in the diaspora, everybody in the diaspora should be very careful. Careful sending money home for people to build houses for you." Anyway, let's continue with the story. He said, "I have three children with my wife before I left Nigeria. So now my document is ready. I traveled back to Nigeria to take my family to the UK. I got to Nigeria to see my wife and my children and the building my brother helped me with. When I got home, my brother took me to the building. Very beautiful house. I was very happy. I requested for the documents of the building. All documents was in my brother's name. I was shocked. Secondly, after processing the visa for my wife and children, embassy requested for DNA test of the children. Only the firstborn belongs to me. The two children belong to my same elder brother. I was shocked, shattered, and confused. Everything was shock to our mother. My wife begged me, but I see my wife and my brother as my enemy. Our family begging me to still continue with the visa processing for the 3 kids and continue marrying my wife. But I am confused. What can I do? This is a very dicey situation because this one involved two brothers. This is not like somebody that, okay, your wife went outside and cheated. I understand she did. But this is not a kind of one that say, okay, it's a different man outside, but this involved family. As for me, this kind of advice is difficult because you don't know to tell. It's not the children's fault. This has nothing to do with the children. The children you bring to this world, they didn't ask for you to do what you do to bring them into this world. The other two children that are not his, are so innocent of everything. In my own case, I would advise him, if I have to advise him, to take all the children, because take the children, they already know you as their father. You can adopt them. This is their family. At the same time, the man, when each time he sees those two children, he's still going to remember the betrayal from his brother. If it was to be a different man that he doesn't know, then it's a different thing. But his own brother, and he was in Nigeria at the time, because according to him, he said he had the 3 children before he traveled to the UK. Now, why for some women, no. Now, why for some women, no. You don't see another man and your husband, brother. Either one is not good, but this is difficult. She said, he's asking what can he do. So please leave your advice and comments on the comment section. I feel so sorry for him, because I can only imagine what the guy will be feeling. So this DNA should be mandated right from the hospital. The government should pay for it. Instead of giving all these senators money to buy Prada Jeep every 4 years or every year that they are buying Jeep and all these their allowances, it should be cut off and make allowances for this DNA saga. Because very soon now they see all these men go they buy all these women, when they do all these things. So they go they buy them, say that they do go they carry children. I mean, it's very annoying. It's very annoying. You born one, nobody get a 2, nobody get a 3, some not even 3, some 4. There was one that was 4 children. None of the 4 children belongs to this man. Please, women, my gender, if you be say they look for pikin, it's something you have to discuss with your husband. You can adopt children. Look at the children on the street. You can adopt. Discuss it with your husband. This is so painful. It's painful somehow, where a man knows that he thinks these children are his. Then after DNA, like, this is the shock of his life. This kind of thing can send a man to depression. It can even send a man to what is it called now? Mental health issue, mental health crisis. My gender, please, you guys should try to help on yourself sometimes. This kind of story is hard to defend my gender. Please share this video.